Hey, hello. Welcome back to channel. In this video, we're going to see about boiling and boiling point and what exactly is happening to the molecules during the process of boiling. So we know that the particles present in the liquid will be freely moving and they are loosely packed, and they'll be having more energy when you're comparing with the particles present in the solid. Okay, so now let us take the example of H2O. So you just imagine that these are the H2O molecules. Okay, and we'll see one by one. So the first one is, it is a physical change. Okay, so we know that physical change is nothing but a change which is happening in the physical property of a substance. So now here it is a vaporization process. We know it is liquid is getting converted to gas. So here only the state of the matter is getting changed. Liquid is getting converted to gaseous state. So in liquid state also it will be water, that is H2O molecule, and in gaseous state also it is again water vapor, which is H2O. Okay, so there is no change in the chemical composition, only the physical state of the matter has been changed. Now the second one is it occurs at a specific temperature, which is called as boiling point. So boiling will be happening at a particular temperature. Okay, accordingly, like on its own it cannot boil. Only if the liquid reaches a particular temperature, the liquid will start boiling and slowly it will be converting to gaseous state. Okay, maybe about boiling point we'll discuss maybe after a few minutes. Okay, and then it is a bulk phenomenon and it needs external energy. The reason we are calling it as bulk phenomenon is that all the water molecules present in the beaker will be converting to gaseous state. Okay, it's not only the surface molecules like in evaporation. In case of boiling, all the water molecules will be gaining energy. It will convert to gaseous state. It needs an external energy. Okay, so you need to provide some heat energy process of boiling to take place, and then it is a fast vaporization process. Okay, so very fast it will happen. Once if the liquid reaches its boiling point, it boils and it slowly the liquid will be converting to water vapor, and then bubble formation takes place in case of boiling. So about bubble formation and as well as the boiling point, try to discuss separately. Okay, now what is this boiling point? So the temperature at which the vapor pressure of a liquid equals the atmospheric pressure, and this boiling point of a liquid depends on the atmospheric pressure. So now let us try to understand what is this atmospheric pressure. So we know that there are different molecules in air. Okay, so the molecules present in air will be applying a pressure on the liquid present in a beaker. Okay, it can be like wherever you take. Okay, the molecules present in the air will be applying some pressure on the liquid. Okay, now this pressure is called as atmospheric pressure. Okay, now what does mean by vapor pressure? So you have started to heat the liquid. Slowly there will be few water molecules which will be converting to water vapor before the water boils. Okay, it will be applying a pressure on the molecules present in the air. Okay, so this water vapor will be applying a pressure on the atmosphere. Okay, that pressure we are calling it as vapor pressure, because the pressure is exerted by the vapor produced by the liquid. How this vapor has been produced? When you are heating it, this vapor will be produced initially, and when the vapor pressure is equal to atmospheric pressure, because any like always atmospheric pressure will be there. That means the molecules present in the atmosphere will be applying some pressure on the liquid. Okay, when you have started to heat the liquid, some vapor will be produced, and this vapor will be exerting some pressure on the molecules present in the atmosphere. So now when these two pressure are equal, what happens? The molecules present inside the beaker, that is the H2O molecules present inside the beaker, will gain more energy, and like inside the beaker itself there will be a formation of water vapor. Okay, that formation of water vapor inside the beaker only we are seeing it as bubbles. Okay, so once the vapor pressure is equal to atmospheric pressure, the water molecules will gain more energy. So when it is gaining more energy at one point of time, it gets converted to water vapor. So that is what you are seeing it as bubbles inside the water. So once if it starts boiling, all the water molecules will gain energy, right, and all the water molecules will form bubbles. That's why I told it is a bulk phenomena. All the water molecules will be becoming like a bubble once if they have attained more energy. So at last it starts converting to water vapor. Okay, so now once if there is a change in the atmospheric pressure, then there will be a change in the boiling point also. Okay, so boiling point depends on the atmospheric pressure. Okay, according to the atmospheric pressure, the boiling point of the liquid also will differ. So what is happening in case of water? We say that boiling point is 100 degrees Celsius. So what is happening at 100 degrees Celsius? The vapor pressure is equal to atmospheric pressure only at that particular temperature. Now, what will be the pressure at this temperature? It will be 1 atmospheric pressure. So, if it's 1 atmospheric pressure, the boiling point of water will be 100 degrees Celsius. If you are changing the atmospheric pressure, then the boiling point of the liquid also will get altered. Okay, so boiling point is not a fixed point. Okay, it differs and it depends on the atmospheric pressure. Okay, so this is what all about boiling and boiling point and what exactly is happening at the molecular level during this process. Thank you all. Happy learning.